Everyone's talking about how Las Vegas is dying. Visitor numbers plunging, hotels half empty, casinos struggling, the Strip in crisis. But that's only half the story. Because while the Strip bleeds, another part of Vegas is thriving. Off-Strip casinos are quietly winning, growing revenue, attracting customers, building new properties, making money while the Strip burns. This is the story nobody's telling, the hidden winners in Vegas's transformation, and what it means for the future of the city. July 2025. The Las Vegas Strip saw 3.1 million visitors, down 12% from the year before. Gaming revenue on the Strip dropped 5.5% in September, major resorts showing unusually high unsold inventory, room rates falling. That same month, downtown Las Vegas gaming revenue jumped 8.4%. Boulder Strip properties posted growth. Off-Strip casinos reported record customer counts. Red Rock Resorts announced over 108,000 new customers since Durango opened. Two different cities, two different stories, one struggling, one succeeding. The Strip built its empire on tourists, international visitors, convention attendees, people flying in from across the world to experience Vegas glamour. When that tourist base weakened, the Strip had no backup plan. Off-Strip casinos built their business on locals, regional drive-in traffic, suburban residents of the Las Vegas metro area, people who live within an hour's drive. When tourism faltered, they barely noticed. August 2025, the Nevada Gaming Control Board released data showing all but one of the 8 southern Nevada submarkets posted gains compared to the previous year. Strip properties, mixed results at best. Downtown and locals markets, strong growth across the board. Off-Strip casinos aren't just surviving, they're expanding market share. One local told reporters about her experience. They really do cater to locals, free play, the food, everything is wonderful. Compare that to Strip complaints, $50 resort fees, $40 parking, $25 cocktails, tourists feeling ripped off, locals completely priced out. The value proposition collapsed on the Strip, while off-Strip properties doubled down on delivering it. The cost structure tells part of the story. Off-Strip properties operate with lower overhead than mega resorts. Land costs less. Guest expectations differ. Entertainment budgets stay reasonable. They can focus on volume and loyalty instead of premium pricing and spectacle. Locals casinos traditionally maintain lower table minimums. You can still find $5 and $10 blackjack at off-Strip properties. Try finding that on the Strip. Accessible slot denominations, free parking everywhere, minimal resort fees or none at all. It's a completely different economic model. The customer base provides stability. Locals don't stop coming because airfares increased or internationals. Travel dropped. They're not sensitive to global economic conditions the way tourists are. They live here. They drive over for dinner or a few hours of gambling, then they go home. When tourist visitation collapsed 7% in the first half of 2025, off-Strip casinos barely felt it. Their customers still showed up, still gambled, still spent money. Off-Strip casinos invest aggressively in value, 50% off food on Wednesdays, free play for loyalty members, generous comps for regular players, birthday bonuses, special promotions targeting locals specifically. One regular described the difference. On the Strip, you feel like they're constantly finding new ways to charge you. Off-Strip, they're constantly finding new ways to reward you. That perception matters. People return to places where they feel valued. They avoid places where they feel exploited. The Strip created a hostile value environment. Off-Strip maintained a generous one. The results are playing out in real time. Locals repeatedly mention that loyalty programs work better off-Strip. Points accumulate faster. Rewards are more generous. Tier status is achievable for regular players instead of reserved for whales. The math simply favors customers more. Geography plays a role too. Las Vegas metropolitan area keeps growing. Suburbs expanding, population increasing. Those suburban residents want nearby entertainment options. Driving to the Strip means dealing with traffic, expensive parking, and tourist crowds. Driving to a locals casino means convenience. New developments recognize this. Durango Resort opened in the Southwest Valley specifically to capture that suburban growth. Placed strategically to serve residents who previously had to drive across town. The property immediately attracted massive customer volumes. Regional drive-in traffic matters too. California visitors, Arizona residents, southern Utah and Nevada. People who can hop in a car for 2 or 3 hours. They're not flying to Vegas for a weekend. They're driving for a day trip or overnight stay. Off-Strip properties positioned perfectly to capture that market. Off-Strip casinos can adapt faster than Strip mega resorts. They're not locked into massive overhead and infrastructure. If demand shifts, they adjust. If a promotion works, they expand it. If customers want something specific, they can deliver. Strip properties operate like massive cruise ships. Takes forever to change direction. Decisions flow through corporate hierarchies. Everything gets analyzed by committees. Innovation moves slowly. Locals' casinos operate more like speedboats. Ownership often more hands-on. Decisions happen faster. They can test new concepts, measure results, and pivot quickly. That agility provides competitive advantage. Strip casinos invested billions in spectacular entertainment, cirque shows, celebrity residencies, massive productions. Those attractions draw tourists but require enormous budgets and ticket prices to justify. Off-Strip properties focus on different entertainment, local bands, smaller shows, community events, things that appeal to residents who visit regularly instead of tourists who come once. Lower costs, better margins, more sustainable model. The Sphere represents the Strip approach perfectly. $2.3 billion investment, spectacular technology, incredible visuals, but massive operating costs and uncertain profitability. Off-Strip would never build something like that. Doesn't fit the model, doesn't serve their customer base. Table game composition differs dramatically. Strip properties push baccarat for Asian high rollers, reserve low-limit tables for busy weekends only, minimize dealer costs whenever possible. Off-Strip casinos maintain robust table game pits with accessible limits all the time. Local players want to sit down at $10 blackjack on Tuesday afternoon. Off-Strip delivers that. Strip. Good luck finding a table under $50. Slot machine returns tell a similar story. Off-Strip machines typically return more to players than Strip slots. The difference might seem small, 0.5 or 1%. But regular players notice over time. They figure out where money lasts longer. They go there instead. Poker rooms highlight the contrast too. Strip properties close poker rooms or reduce tables significantly. Margins too thin. Space too valuable. Off-Strip, poker rooms remain busy. Locals love poker. Properties accommodate them. Strip restaurants chase Michelin stars and celebrity chefs. $50 to $100 entrees. Premium wine lists. Upscale concepts targeting wealthy tourists and expense accounts. Off-Strip restaurants focus on value and variety. $20 steaks. Affordable buffets. Coffee shops open 24/7. Pizza and burgers. Food that locals want to eat regularly without breaking the bank. One local explained her routine. I can have dinner and gamble for 3 hours off-Strip for what a single meal costs me on the Strip. The math is obvious. That value perception drives repeat visits. You don't go to an expensive Strip restaurant every week, but you might hit your local casino's steakhouse twice a month if pricing makes sense. Off-Strip properties approach hotels differently. Rooms are functional and clean, but not luxury showcases. Rates stay reasonable, resort fees minimal or absent, parking free. The hotel supports the casino instead of being a primary profit center. Strip hotels became destinations themselves, rooms as luxury experiences, premium pricing, aggressive fee structures. That works for tourists visiting once, doesn't work for locals who might stay overnight occasionally. Locals' casinos understand their hotel guests are often regional visitors, people from California or Arizona driving in for a night. They want clean, comfortable, affordable, not marble bathrooms and designer furniture. Off-Strip delivers what customers actually need. Red Rock Resorts operates multiple properties. Players can earn and redeem rewards across the entire network. Station Casinos does the same. Boyd Gaming properties link together. That creates a powerful loyalty ecosystem. A local can play at Green Valley Ranch one day, Sunset Station the next, Red Rock Casino the following week, all contributing to the same account, all working toward the same rewards. That flexibility keeps customers within the network. Strip properties often operate independently, even under the same corporate umbrella. MGM. Rewards technically works across properties, but the experience varies dramatically. Caesars Entertainment, similar situation. The ecosystem feels more fragmented. Off-Strip casinos embed themselves in local communities. They sponsor youth sports teams, support local charities, host community events, become genuine neighborhood fixtures instead of just businesses. That creates goodwill and loyalty. Residents feel ownership. That's my casino instead of that's a casino. When locals talk about their favorite property, they use possessive language. Emotional connection matters. Strip casinos exist for tourists. Locals are afterthoughts at best, obstacles at worst. That shows in how properties treat Nevada residents. Some offer occasional promotions, but the core experience remains tourist-focused. While strip construction largely stalled, off-strip development continues. Durango opened late 2024, immediate success. Other projects in planning stages targeting suburban growth areas. Developers recognize the opportunity. Las Vegas metro population projected to keep growing. Those new residents need entertainment options. Off-strip casinos positioned to capture that growth. Strip development, much more cautious. High costs, uncertain returns. The massive resort model feels risky given tourism volatility. Easier to justify a locals casino than a $3 billion mega resort. Off-strip casinos often provide more stable employment than strip properties. Less sensitive to tourism swings means more predictable hours and scheduling. Workers experience less volatility. Strip workers face the on-call trap discussed in other contexts. Hours disappear when tourism drops. Tips plummet with fewer visitors. Off-strip workers, more consistent. Local customer base provides steadier traffic. That stability attracts employees. Why work strip properties with unpredictable hours and tourism-dependent tips when locals casinos offer more reliability? Recruitment and retention advantages follow. Strip casinos optimize for boomers and older Gen X, the generation that loved Vegas spectacle and big resort experiences. That demographic aging out. Younger generations show different preferences. Millennials and Gen Z don't romanticize strip casinos the same way. They grew up with online gambling. They value convenience and authenticity over spectacle. Off-strip properties can appeal to them more effectively than strip mega resorts. Locals casinos attract younger local populations. People who want to grab drinks and play some games without the strip tourist scene. Quick entertainment close to home. That aligns better with younger lifestyle preferences. Strip casinos compete directly with online gambling. Someone sitting at home can bet on sports, play casino games, and gamble without traveling. That substitution effect hits strip tourism hard. Locals casinos compete less with online options. Their appeal includes social atmosphere, getting out of the house, enjoying the physical space. You're not just gambling, you're experiencing your local casino as a social venue, harder to replicate online. Can off-strip success continue? Several factors support yes. Metro population growth continues, suburban expansion ongoing, regional drive-in market remains strong. As long as those fundamentals hold, locals casinos should thrive. Risks exist too. Overall gaming market could shrink if generational shifts accelerate. Competition from tribal casinos in nearby states might erode regional advantages. Online gambling could capture even local players. But relative to strip casinos, off-strip properties face more favorable conditions, less dependent on volatile tourism, better positioned for demographic and preference shifts, more flexible in operations. The strip faces challenges that go deeper than temporary tourism slumps. The entire business model is being questioned. Massive overhead requires constant high occupancy and premium pricing. When either falters, profits evaporate quickly. Resort fees became necessary because base economics stopped working. Properties couldn't cover costs with room rates alone, so they invented mandatory fees to bridge the gap. But those fees destroyed value perception. Guests feel scammed. That drives them away, which requires even higher fees to compensate. A death spiral. Parking fees followed similar logic. Generate revenue from previously free amenities. But it alienates drive-in traffic from California and Arizona. Those visitors now go to off-strip properties with free parking. Strip casinos gained parking revenue but lost customer volumes. Bad trade. The entertainment arms race became unsustainable too. Each property trying to outdo competitors with more expensive shows and attractions. Costs exploded while ticket prices couldn't keep pace. Many productions lose money or barely break even. They exist for brand positioning more than profit. Strip casinos also became prisoners of their own physical plants. Massive buildings require enormous energy. Thousands of rooms need constant maintenance. Elaborate facades demand upkeep. Those fixed costs don't decrease when occupancy drops. The economics work at 95% occupancy. They fail at 75%. Off-strip properties avoid these traps. Smaller scale means lower fixed costs. Simpler buildings need less maintenance. No pressure to deliver spectacular entertainment. The business model works at lower occupancy levels, more resilient to downturns. Strip operators are noticing. Some launching locals focus promotions, Nevada resident discounts, free parking for locals at certain properties. Attempts to recapture that market. But these efforts feel half-hearted. Strip properties can't fundamentally reposition to serve locals without abandoning their core tourist model. The infrastructure and cost structure don't support it. They're trying to have it both ways. You can't charge tourists $50 in resort fees while giving locals special treatment. Either the fees are justified or they're not. Strip casinos want to keep extracting maximum revenue from tourists while pretending to value locals. Customers see through that. Off-strip casinos built specifically for locals, everything optimized for that market. Strip casinos trying to bolt on local appeal to a tourist model, authentic versus opportunistic. Customers sense the difference immediately. Market positioning reveals fundamental differences. Strip casinos position as luxury destinations, world-class resorts, bucket list experiences. That positioning requires premium everything, premium pricing, premium service, premium amenities. When you position premium, you become vulnerable to economic downturns. Discretionary luxury spending drops first during recessions or uncertainty. People still need basics. They cut expensive vacations. Strip casinos sit directly in the discretionary luxury category. Off-strip casinos position as value entertainment, affordable fun, regular escapes. That positioning proves more recession-resistant. People still want entertainment during tough times. They just trade down from expensive strip weekends to affordable locals casino visits. The pandemic revealed this dynamic perfectly. When travel collapsed, strip properties faced disaster. Off-strip properties, less impacted. Locals still visited. Regional traffic continued. The customer base proved far more stable. Strip operators learned nothing from that lesson. They doubled down on premium positioning post-pandemic, raised prices even higher, tightened rules further, eliminated value offerings, chased only high-end customers. Now they're suffering the consequences. Strip marketing focuses on aspiration. Be someone special. Live the high life. Experience luxury. That messaging works when economy is strong and people feel wealthy. Falls flat when times are tough. Off-strip marketing focuses on accessibility. Everyone welcome. Great times without breaking the bank. Your neighborhood casino. That messaging works regardless of economic conditions. Actually resonates more when people feel financially pressured. Social media reveals the difference. Strip properties showcase celebrity visitors and luxury amenities. Off-strip properties highlight happy locals and jackpot winners. One market's exclusivity, the other market's community. Different strategies for different audiences. Advertising spending patterns differ too. Strip properties invest heavily in national and international campaigns, reaching potential tourists worldwide. Off-strip focuses on local media, billboards, radio, regional television, lower costs, better targeting. Gaming industry investors are watching closely. Strip properties trade at premium valuations based on brand recognition and global appeal. But if fundamentals keep weakening, those valuations could compress. Caesars Entertainment's stock performance reflects Strip struggles. MGM Resorts similarly pressured. Wynn Resorts facing questions about growth. All these companies tied heavily to Strip performance. When Strip suffers, stock prices reflect it. Locals casino operators like Boyd Gaming and Red Rock Resorts show stronger operational performance. Less volatile, more predictable, better growth trajectory. Stock performance often outpaces Strip-focused competitors. Investment money might flow toward those opportunities. The next wave of casino development will likely favor off-Strip models. Lower capital requirements, better returns, more defensible market positions. The era of multi-billion-dollar Strip mega-resorts might be ending. Private equity already recognizes this. Recent deals focused more on locals casinos than Strip properties. Smart money seeing where future growth lives, where sustainable profits hide, where risk-adjusted returns look better. This shift represents a fundamental rebalancing. Vegas built its identity on Strip spectacle and tourist appeal. That model worked for decades, but it's proving fragile now. The future might belong to a different Vegas, one centered on locals and regional visitors, where sustainable value matters more than spectacular luxury, where community connection trumps global glamour. Strip casinos will survive. High-end tourism won't disappear, but their dominance might be over. The energy and growth happening off-Strip. The momentum building in locals markets. The development pipeline targeting suburban expansion. 20 years from now, historians might identify this period as the Great Pivot, when Vegas transformed from tourist playground to locals' first gaming city, when off-Strip became more important than the Strip itself. If you're planning a Vegas trip, consider off-Strip options. Better value, more authentic experience, less tourist trap feel. You might discover the Vegas that locals actually enjoy. Strip casinos banking on name recognition and iconic locations. But value matters, experience matters, how you feel when you leave matters. Off-Strip properties deliver those things better right now. The secret is getting out. Off-Strip isn't just for locals anymore. Savvy tourists discovering these properties, choosing them over Strip alternatives. That trend will likely accelerate. The city's economic base is shifting. Strip casino employment declining, off-Strip employment growing, tax revenue patterns changing, development focus moving. That creates opportunities and challenges. Opportunities for suburban areas getting new casinos, challenges for downtown and Strip corridors losing prominence. The geography of Vegas economy is being redrawn. Strip will remain important, tourism still matters. But the stranglehold on Vegas economy is loosening. Diversification into locals markets provides stability, less vulnerability to tourism shocks. Major media focuses on Strip struggles, tourism declines, empty hotels, failing casinos. Those stories are real but incomplete. The other story is off-Strip success. Growing revenue, new development, thriving locals markets, casinos winning by serving the community instead of chasing tourists. That story matters more than people realize. It shows Vegas adapting, finding new models, building sustainable businesses. The city isn't dying, it's transforming. And the winners in that transformation won't be the mega resorts everyone photographs. They'll be the locals casinos most tourists never see. The properties serving the community that actually lives there. The Strip is losing. Tourism down double digits, revenue declining, properties struggling. That's the headline everyone reads. Off-Strip is winning, locals markets growing, new customers flooding in, revenue increasing, development continuing. That's the story nobody's telling. This shift reveals something important about Vegas' future. The glory days of Strip dominance might be over. The next chapter belongs to casinos serving locals and regional visitors. Properties built on value and community instead of spectacle and tourism. Durango's success proves the model works. Red Rock's customer growth validates the strategy. Boyd Gaming's strong performance confirms the opportunity. While everyone watches the Strip struggle, off-Strip casinos are quietly building the future of Las Vegas. Not the Vegas of movies and postcards. The Vegas where real people live and play. That's the Vegas that's winning right now. And it might be the Vegas that matters most going forward.